Hi, Janet Kaysen here with TelehealthShare. If you work with clients who are working on scissor skills, I wanted to show you a new scissor skills workbook. I created it myself and I integrated all of the things that I wish was available when I would be spending hours online looking for resources and worksheets and so forth. So I put this book together and hope that it'll be a great resource for you. It's available in the TelehealthShare website online marketplace for the cost of a cup of coffee. So if you like it, check it out at the TelehealthShare online marketplace, www.telehealthshare.com, and you can pick it up. So this is the workbook. It will work on cognition, fine motor, handwriting, visual motor, visual perception, scissor skills, and bilateral hand coordination. And the way that I would use this in a telehealth service delivery model is to do a screenshot of a particular page. If you want to have your client working on a specific skill, you can send that ahead of time and have the client print it out. Or if they don't have access to a printer and your organization is mailing packets, that would be a great way to also get that to your client. And then during your therapy session, you can have them incorporate these activities into the session, and will provide you a way to also document their progress. As you'll notice on that second page there in the scissor skills warm-up, I've highlighted a couple of things. So the width of the lines are different, as you'll notice throughout this book, and the actual widths are measured in millimeters and documented at the bottom of the page so that you can highlight the width of the line that they're cutting, so you can document progress, as well as also perhaps highlighting how many times they've deviated off of the line, as a way to document and demonstrate progress as that client's skill progresses. So this first page is a scissor skills warm-up, and your client decorate the strips so that they can actually make little bookmarks out of those as they're cutting and making that into a fun activity. Or you could have the client or a caregiver write numbers on the strips. So after they're cut, they could be used as a cognitive activity to put those in order, or the alphabet or words that could be put into alphabetical order. So lots of really creative ways that you could incorporate other skills into this activity. But the first page is a scissor skills warm up, and you can see that the width of the line decreases, making that more challenging and grading that activity. The next page is also a scissor skills warm up with a little bit more challenging angles to work through. And again, the width of the line gradually decreasing to grade that activity, make it more difficult, and cues to help you with documentation as to the width of those lines in millimeters. Next, as you progress through the workbook, you have different shapes. So starting with an easier shape, a square for cutting. Again, you do have different widths, so you could work on this skill and demonstrate the improvement in skill as the client is able to navigate more narrow widths of the line as they cut out the square. You also have a 3-inch triangle. So again, with documentation, I would highlight the size. So that's provided for you in each of the images. You've got the size. The client was able to cut a 3-inch triangle at 6.35 millimeter line width with 2 deviations. So that's a way that you can incorporate that documentation component throughout this workbook. And so we have different shapes. You have triangles, scissors, circles, diamonds across, and heart-shaped. And then you get smaller size shapes. So you've got 2-inch shapes, which is mixed there with all of the different ones: square, circle, cross, triangle, diamond, and heart. And then you get into some fun color and cut shapes. So you can incorporate handwriting with this workbook, so you can have the client coloring in the different shapes. And it was conscientiously put together in a way that they would allow the client to, again, work on those scissor skills and have some nice shapes that could be cut out. And again, this is a great way to have the client coloring, cutting, and then having a finished product from that therapy session to enjoy. So we have a house, a flower, a horse, and a bee. And then this is a fun page with puzzles. So the client can actually color and be creative, make some designs with these puzzles, and then cut out the shapes and have a puzzle. So there's a couple of make your own puzzle pages, different shapes to cut out. And then lastly, a color and cut shapes page that is really a nice trophy with a scissors to demonstrate mastery of those scissor skills, and a great job inscribed in the base. And so the client can again color this and then cut it out and have a fun product from that therapy session. So again, hopefully this workbook will be a great resource for you if you're working with clients on scissor skills. I created it based on my own needs as a therapist, and I hope that it would meet your needs as well. And if you like it, feel free to pop into the TelehealthShare online marketplace, and for the cost of a cup of coffee, you'll have it to use with your clients going forward.